This is TGM's Legal Nugget. Comment, like, follow. Subscribe to and share our contents across all our social media handles. What do you know about paternity claims in Nigeria?
Maybe they go conduct another DNA test and then they come say na him. But as for now, the information that is available in the public sphere or space, they say maybe Davido be the biological father of an. Hello there, welcome again to TGM's Legal Nugget. We're glad to have you here. We really want to appreciate you for your support, for subscribing to our YouTube channel, liking, following, commenting, and sharing our content across all our social media handles. On social media, we really do appreciate you. Keep the good work going. So now, quickly, today's video is prompted by an event that has unfolded in the past week. With respect to the Adeleke family. Now, if you're on the internet, you would realize that Davido, aka David Adeleke, is being dragged for not owning up to be the biological father of a certain Miss Annie and all that, and further development has actually led to his father coming out to debunk the allegation, saying that DNA test had been conducted and it came out to be negative. Now that is, Davido is not the biological father of the said Miss Annie, and surprisingly, the issue keeps trending on the internet and all that, and that prompted, is coming out to make the press release, which he did. Now, it is the whole of these unfolding events that have actually prompted this video. Now, so today we're going to be talking about paternity, how to prove paternity, etc., etc. So, but of course, as we usually do, in order to meet the needs of our audiences across board, we would switch over to Pidgin to be able to pass our message across to audiences out there. So when we say paternity, what do we mean? So when we say paternity, we dey simply talk say paternity na the legal recognition of a man as the biological father of a certain person, an individual, right? So when the person come say, I talk am with my full chest, this person na my pikin, right? Him recognize that child as his child, as in pikin. The thing where we dey call paternity be that, right? So now for Nigeria, how them take they prove paternity, because a whole lot of people, most often than not even know who their biological father be, because we've seen instances where even the mothers who give birth to these children don't even know who the papa to those children be, right? So because of that, now a lot of people, they roam about the streets, they don't even know who their father be, right? So, and sometimes they ask questions, so now make us won't come talk about this thing. So when somebody come say, okay, I legally recognize you to be my child, that is, I be your biological father, he come in say every right and obligation wey they entitled to any other children wey that man gets, this pikin wey them don't legally recognize now, go they entitled to those rights, privileges, and obligation like inheritance, maintenance, welfare, and so on and so forth, right? So for Nigeria, how them take the prove paternity? If you want prove paternity, there is what we call presumption. Presumption though no dey absolute, right? But usually, if two people don't marry, during the course of the marriage, the woman come born pikin, there will be a legal presumption say now the man who marry the lady now get that pikin. That is the legal presumption in law for Nigeria. So if A marry B and maybe unknowingly B don't carry belle before the day of the marriage, right? And during the course of the marriage, B come born the pikin. By presumption, it is presumed that na A be the biological father of that child, except when there is a cause for doubt, right? So when there's a cause for doubt, then you can't explore every other means. Then again, another presumption be say, if two people don't marry, A and B don't marry, then can later divorce, right? Maybe the court don't dissolve the marriage, or by customary means they don't go return bride price and so on and so forth, right? If the woman born 280 days after, within a period of 280 days after that marriage don't come to an end, by law it is presumed say na the man still be the father of that pikin. Remember, 280 days. Although all these assumption or presumption rather, they are not absolute, like I said. So if there is cause for doubt, like maybe paternity fraud and all that, then we will come look for other means to take proof paternity. But for Nigerian law, that presumption dey, right? So if the marriage dey, it is assumed saying that the man be the biological father. 280 days after, it is also assumed saying that the man be the biological father. So now, wetin the other means? Apart from that, we also get DNA. Now, DNA be the most conclusive means of determining, the paternity of any child for Nigeria and even across the globe, generally, right? So if, for example, say the man, they doubt say no be the pikin no be own, say maybe the pikin no look like am, the pikin no dey behave like am, the window where the woman take carry the belle and when the woman take born the pikin, say two of them no dey together, they run things like they give each other opoe and all those things, right? So the man fit say, okay, fine, because of this, make we go do DNA, right? So then go take their DNA samples, go run the test to see whether now the man be the biological father of the pikin or not. Now, this DNA, you can also go to court. If, for example, say maybe na divorce matter and the matter dey before the court, and the court say the issue of the children dey in contention, the court fit on its own order the parties make them go do DNA, right? So if the court do am like that for law, now wetin we dey call the court doing it suo motu, that is on the court's own prompting, you understand, by the court's own will, say okay, make una go do am. That's all called doing it suo motu, right? So the parties too wey dey involved now for this issue of paternity dispute and all that, either of the party fit still come approach the court, come tell the court, say abeg, order this party, make this other party submit herself and the pikin for DNA test and so on and so forth. So for all these things, right, the person wey dey assert paternity, wey dey talk say na you be the papa or be the biological father of this child, na that person go need to prove am, right? Then if na paternity fraud, although paternity fraud no be crime for Nigeria, but e get other ways wey you fit bring am as a crime. But paternity fraud as a compound word no be crime. It is not a legally recognized crime in Nigeria, right? So, but if them they talk about paternity fraud and all that, the law is very simple now. So the person where they assert that paternity fraud, now him go need to prove the paternity fraud. So yes, so by DNA test, if you go prove paternity and so on and so forth. Then other means of proving paternity, now say okay, you as a father, you sign birth certificate, you depose to an affidavit, you understand, you follow through with the birth of the child from when them conceive the pikin and all that, you claim responsibility for that child, come sign those necessary documents, hospital records and so on and so forth, right? So if you do all those things, now they say you dey claim to be the father. If all those records dey, right, birth certificates, swearing to an affidavit, hospital records and so on and so forth, all those things show say those documents show say you don't dey claim paternity. So it will be difficult for you to shy away to say, okay, no, say no be you be the biological father of the child. Then again, under customary law, right? Under customary law, if the two people don't marry, the woman come born, it is presumed say na the man can be the biological father, particularly when the man come disclose am publicly by inviting community people to come for a naming ceremony, right? So if you go invite people as a man, come say, my wife don born, or my wife born boy, born girl, and we wan do naming ceremony and all that. By that singular action or act alone, it goes a long way to show say na you be the biological father of that child. So for Nigeria, this na be some of the ways where e be say, you fit take claim paternity over a child, or where you fit take assert paternity, on a man over a particular child. Now there's another angle to this. That one we dey call paternity fraud. But for another video, we will discuss about that one. So if you relate all these things where we don't talk now to this Davido case like this, and the press release where him father make, you go see say the father don't talk am already, say them don't do DNA test and the DNA come out negatively, right? So DNA being the most conclusive proof of paternity don't show say no be Davido na father that became. And the father now, that is Davido papa now, they wonder why this matter still dey drag on for social media, which ordinarily ought not to be. So based on the matter, I hope so this one will put some clarity for una knowledge about paternity and so on and so forth. So for the record, no be Davido be the father of that child, except say maybe they go conduct another DNA test and then they can say na him. But as for now, the information that is available in the public sphere or space, they say no be Davido be the biological father of. And so with respect to this paternity issue, wetin be your question, wetin be your misconception, wetin be some of the things where be say you no really understand, because we go like to dive deeper from una comments, una observations, and so on and so forth, so that we fit clear the air and put the record straight. So based on the matter, make una dey always like, make una dey share, make una dey follow, make una dey comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us across all social media avenues, so that we go fit get that morale now to dey bring una more legal nuggets like this. So based on the matter, make we just sign off. We appreciate you now for this video, so watch out for another of our video. Thank you for being there. Bye bye for now.